Chapter 6. What shall we say then? Shall we continue in sin, that grace may abound? May it never be. We who died to sin, how could we live in sin any longer? Or don't you know that all of us who were baptized into Messiah Yahushua were baptized into his death? We were buried, therefore, with him through baptism into death, that just as Messiah was raised from the dead through the glory of the Father, so we also might walk in newness of life. For if we have become united with him in the likeness of his death, so will also be part of his resurrection. Knowing this, that our old man was crucified with him, that the body of sin might be done away with, so that we would no longer be in bondage to sin. For he who has died has been freed from sin. But if we died with Messiah, we believe that we will also live with him, knowing that Messiah, being raised from the dead, dies no more. Death no longer has dominion over him. For the death that he died to sin one time. But the life that he lives to Elohim. Thus consider yourselves also to be dead to sin, but alive to Elohim and Yahushua Messiah our Master. Therefore, don't let sin reign in your mortal body, that you should obey it in its lusts. Also, do not present your members to sin as instruments of unrighteousness, but present yourselves to Elohim as alive from the dead, and your members as instruments of righteousness to God. For sin will not have dominion over you, for you are not under the law, but under grace. What then? Shall we sin because we are not under law, but under grace? May it never be. Don't you know that when you present yourselves as servants and obey someone, you are the servants of whomever you obey, whether of sin to death or of obedience to righteousness? But thanks be to Elohim that, whereas you were bondservants of sin, you became obedient from the heart to that form of teaching to which you were delivered. Being made free from sin, you became bondservants of the righteousness. I speak in human terms because of the weakness of your flesh. For as you presented your members as servants to uncleanness and to wickedness upon wickedness, even so now present your members as servants to righteousness for sanctification. For when you were servants of sin, you were free from righteousness. What fruit then did you have at that time in the things of which you are now ashamed? For the end of those things is death. But now, being made free from sin, and having become servants of Elohim, you have your fruit of sanctification, and the result of eternal life. For the wages of sin is death, but the free gift of Elohim is eternal life, and Yahushua Messiah, our Master.